Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Now, before I actually start playing the episode, I just want to mention that, as you're probably noticing, my voice settings and microphone settings have changed, and I'm kind of hoping that this is the last change I need to do for a while. But please give me feedback if things sound bad or wrong or anything like that. But at least after fiddling a lot with it, I think that I have found a setting that I am comfortable with myself right now. There is a minor drawback to this setting. It might pick up more noises. Like if I do that, it probably got picked up in the recording. That didn't used to happen, but I am willing to risk a little bit more of the background noises coming through and then having these settings, because I am definitely more comfortable with what it sounds like. Also, please do check out the new class guides I've made, or rather that in effect have made, but that I've been graciously allowed to publish guides for. There is a kineticist build guide. There is some issues, or at the time of this recording, there is some issues with YouTube post-processing it, so it's still in 360p, even 40-something hours after I actually uploaded it. But I'm hoping that that can be fixed soon. Anyways, we are still in the Shield Maze, and these areas is where we cleared out the rooms last, with the 2 monitor lizards in here. Let's go on into this door. There used to be a trap here, but we managed to de-trap it. What on earth is that? Cambion. That's demons, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's demons, actually. Can you charge them? The guy with the... Yeah, you can. Good. Take that. Now you can't charge. You're standing in an awkward position. Move up there. Just stand there. You're standing in an even more awkward position, and Lan is in your way. Let's turn off the point blank and move there.
Attack!
Yeah, that was a definite miss. Lan, I want you to move 5.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Good.
The light, take you.
That was a clear miss.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay, so we discovered something secret, but I want you to attack. That can wait until after combat.
Aim carefully.
Kill him. Oh! He actually attacked him as its secondary attack. Interesting. Go there. And then there. Not sure if it really matters when it comes to the
Forwards!
angle you attack from, if you have flanking bonuses. I am actually genuinely not sure. So on my class guide for the sorcerer that I am going to play here, there were some questions about whether I'm going to be using the crossbow as my primary weapon on a sorcerer. And I'd like to address that, because no, that is not the point. The crossbow is a low-level weapon and a fallback weapon on higher levels, but we are going to get ample spells that do massive damage, and we do not want to be using the crossbow. Composite longbow. I don't think that's so useful for... Actually, he does have 17 in both, but I think that it's better to have a dexterity longbow on him, because the composite longbow uses the strength stat instead of the dexterity stat. Wait, does it? It does more damage. (1d8 x3). Yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't be using that then. We also got 2 masterwork scimitars, but nobody is going to be using those, so those are for selling. Now that's a very interesting statue. I'm guessing that's Baphomet. Yeah, we'll pick those. This really is a maze.
I found something.
Yes, you did.
I hope you appreciate this.
This appears to be going downwards, so let's head back and see what's in this door. There's probably enemies in here. Ugh, a medium earth elemental.
We should prepare.
Yes, we should. Let's cast grease on it.
Be careful, everyone.
I don't think it'll care much about it, but... it's still worth trying. You can switch to your crossbow and... Ha! That's funny.
Make every strike count.
Go for their hearts!
It would be nice if you actually hit it. You know?
A solid plan.
I know it has very high armor class, but it doesn't help when you do critical misses. Do you have a bow? Yes.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
20 armor class. Oh dear. That's gonna be a bit of a pain.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
No, it's versus 12. What's up with all these crappy rolls?
I'll cut you wide open!
For crying out loud.
Attack.
One of you have to be able to hit.
Take you.
You won't survive me.
Really? This is not good. At least hit it, but I mean seriously, this is going to be painful. Eventually it's going to be able to raise up, and when it rises up it's going to do massive damage to us.
Endure this.
There's at least one hit that does some damage.
Today's sacrifice!
Wow, 1 damage, but it's better than 0 at least. Yeah, we can use the cantrips as much as we want, so I'll just continue using cantrips on him then.
Guide my blade.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. No. I'm not happy with this.
Make every strike count.
Whew, that was close.
This war.
It has meteor dust.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might
I
make you
haven't-
feel better.
I haven't done any mistakes. You really remind me of Wally. Okay, so that's about what was in this room. I wonder why they are keeping elementals here. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, this room looks very inviting and nice. There is a Cambion over there.
Are we in trouble yet?
Everyone counts on me.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Watch each other.
You sound a little bit crazy, you know that?
Forwards!
Yeah, there we go. Good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm a bit perplexed that he actually refers to himself as a mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
I was wondering if you were going to be able to do anything.
Did I mess up again?
I'm just gonna move all the way up to him, because then he will probably be most tempted to attack her. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, these guys are a bit crazy. Miss.
You won't survive me.
Now he's dead.
I'll cut you wide open!
That was an impressive hit. How are we going to get out of here?
Solid plan.
Wait, there was something that I discovered on the wall upstairs.
Endure this. Make every strike count.
I should probably investigate that.
Demand your blood!
Charge him?
Did I
No,
mess
there's
up
a wheel in
again?
the way, isn't there?
Into the fray.
That looks like a riddle.
Attack!
Okay, that's good. The masterwork scimitar and a blood vial. Was it longbow, masterwork scimitar, and another blood vial? Where was that? It was here, I think. Yeah. Uh-huh. Another storage room. I wonder if this was the one that was referred to in that letter. Masterwork Great Club. Pick the lock. 95%. If you don't manage, we'll
Helpful,
try
am I
again.
not?
Potion of Blur. Uh-huh. Some more loot here. Half plate. That might be useful for Hosilla. I think that's better than the... Yeah, that is better than the one you have. Let's equip that. Your armor class shouldn't change now, but you're under effect of mage armor, so... That one is really heavy. So are these, and they're not worth much. Let's drop these here. The breastplates too are like insanely heavy. Yeah, these aren't worth anything. Yep, that's helpful. Okay, so we have to go play with a puzzle, do we? Okay, so what are these? I mean, do I have an indication of how these work? There's nothing there. There's nothing there either. There's a key. If I do this like in Rainbow, I start with red, yellow, green, blue. Okay, green, yellow, red. I have no idea. I mean, there aren't really that many options, so something's got to work. I just making a guess isn't really... I would like to know if there is an actual solution that I can find. Red. I'm just have to try blindly, I think, because there isn't really a blue, green, yellow, red. Now I have lost track of what I've tried as well. Let me just take a look. An indication like up here. We can probably open that door with a key now. Maybe that's what I have to do. Because I can't remember having seen anything that indicates... Those paintings could be an indication, I guess. In that case, blue, red in the middle. Try that. I doubt there's anything helpful down here. No. So blue, red in the middle. We can try, I suppose. Blue, red. No. Okay, I'm gonna go back to here, where there was a door that we couldn't open earlier, and see if that helps. Be right back. Okay, I'm here. Let's test the door. Unlocked. Great. Game autosaved. Okay. I'm guessing Hosilla is up here then? Oh my. Race Iomade. Uh-huh. Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals. Pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less defective than you. But I, your master Savamelekh, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. Nope, we are the descendants of crusaders. Trusting a demon would be a betrayal of their memory. I think I said something. Ow. Well, who is the next descendant of crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Beasts. Monstrous in human guise, reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees one after another and crawl to the Azimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dares to try to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with a sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! And still, the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down beneath the veil of rage and anger, you sense the light trying to break through. Okay. Oh, we're going to seize the light hidden within you, because I don't want to go down the demonic or the demon mythic path. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free and, enveloping the mongrels, grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. Well done. Okay. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Hosilla points at you. He's already wounded. Wendaug, kill. Oh, so there's where Wendaug went. Wendaug silently emerges from the shadows. I am no longer your slave, Hosilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose in where it doesn't belong. She didn't approve of that, did she?
Save the last one for me.
Yeah. You go there, Camellia. Ow. You charge her.
I'm done with you.
Critical hit, 16 damage, and still she... this is going to be very painful.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Judgment protection.
Aim carefully.
She's going to run away, isn't she? O mighty Savamelekh, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress.
Enemy near.
Alright. Can smite it, or her,
The light. Take you.
and then kill her. That wasn't so difficult as I thought it would be.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Ow, ow. Leave me alone.
You are today's sacrifice.
You won't survive me.
That must have been hard for him. Can I get away? At least they don't do much damage. That's something. They do many attacks.
Go for their hearts!
Good.
Endure this!
A solid plan.
Well, are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
I wasn't actually planning on doing that.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
She actually did that, didn't she?
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
She is actually quite evil, isn't she?
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
Inspect the wound on your chest. The bleeding deep wound on your chest is gone, like it was never there in the first place. The skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
Probably the opposite way around, Lan. Probably the opposite way around.
If he had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this uplander. And judging by the smell of his blood pouring from his chest, the demons will be able to find him wherever he goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
The huntress permits herself an indolent, gloating smile. Her sharp fangs glint menacingly in the gloom. So, you've been serving Savamelekh this whole time?
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neithers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
Even to your death?
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Why didn't you try to stop us from going inside the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Savamalek is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then Once you've gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
Charming.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
You said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean that you ate human flesh too?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live, and gain the power to change everything. Savamelekh tore off a piece of an Aasimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wendaug.
What did your service to Hosilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Well, you won't betray anyone again. I mean, she's so despicable that if I'm going to play a good character, I simply cannot allow her to live.
You're all bark and no bite. Farewell, Uplander. Next time I won't spare you.
Right, so she's going to escape, is she? Cowardly. That's what that is.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendaug. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Sull appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What's shish? Anivia gives a low whistle. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Holrun isn't that crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened and sent a patrol down here, damn it. Augus's lips curls in distaste and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrels. You said you were in charge of the reconnaissance for the Eagle Watch, Anivia. How could you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabras? Anivia sighs. Yeah, right, like it wasn't enough that I sniffed after every damn shadow in the city. Everybody knows the story about the demons living beneath the streets of Canabras. Those tales are as old as the crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake, so thanks. Anivia, how's the leg? Anivia winces slightly, but forces a smile. Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. You need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everybody is capable of enduring something like that. It will change them forever. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Uplander and you, Lan, you saved them. Only the gods can salvage their souls, but we are a tribe. We will think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up to the surface. The time has come. This place must be burned with holy flame. The place is overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. Wendaug, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, strong mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. We might still be able to save these ones. They can't get any stupider, that's for sure, but they might be meaner than they were before. But I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Sull laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. Oh, Lan, we don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. Sull gives a ragged sigh. Wendaug, how could she? She deceived them and then she left. What should become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone and the traitor's been dealt with. All's well that ends well, I say. It's time to get out of here. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I am going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Sull heaves a sigh. Never were one of us. You always looked up. You think I don't see these things? Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is the way out? Beats me, but these beasts got down here somehow. Lan searches Hosilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Anivia quickly skim over the letter. I will read that out, and she passes it to you. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information of the cultists in the city. Their meeting places, passwords, their secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever is in charge of Canabras right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Savamalek, this is my last warning. You need to act discreetly without attracting any more attention than you already have. People are already talking about the strange disappearances of Canabras' most righteous men. Keep below ground, nurture your mongrel pets, and wait patiently. The call to battle will soon come, and it will sound loud and clear even down there in the catacombs. Gather your warriors immediately after that, bring them to the surface, and lead them to the Tower of Estrad. This tower will be my final dagger, and I shall plunge it into the guts of Canabras. Our vicious servant Faxon made the tower his base of operations several months ago, taking command over the Templar forces in Canabras while the Grand Master was distracted by other matters. Faxon has already gathered a stash of weapons, potions, and other useful supplies which he will gladly share with you if needed. If he behaves himself, you two should combine your forces. If not, just take his stupid little head off his shoulders and take command yourself. Mistress Minago. Right. have a look at the loot we get here. We get an identified glaive. That's a marching terror. +1 glaive that does 1d6 negative damage, and all other enemies in a 15 feet radius must pass a will saving throw with a difficulty of 17 or become frightened for 1 round. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't particularly need the breastplate. Did that cover all of the... What happened? This Horgus worm fellow, does he have anything? At last we're getting out of these filthy caves. Is this like the exit? Yeah, I suspect it is. So I really want to figure out what the deal with those colored jewel things are. None of the paintings here seem to be giving me any kind of indication to that. Okay, let me just go have a look and see here. Hold on. Yeah, no, there isn't any hints that I can find in regards to the color combination. What I did find is the correct order, but it feels kind of...
I'm gone.
I don't know, I would like to actually discover the color combination, because I'm sure there is some kind of a hint to it other than just randomly testing. Seems strange to put a puzzle into the game where you cannot find a solution. I kind of doubt that they would add that.
Follow my steps.
That is weird.
Let's head out.
Like I'm looking at the color combination, and I know that this is the right combination, but why there isn't an actual indication of that anywhere, I have no idea.
Let us be careful.
But I can't see anything that even resembles that color combination anywhere here.
Tread lightly.
Oh well, I'll just use the color combination then. It is apparently yellow, blue, red, and then yellow. Which makes it all the more confusing. I would never have guessed that combination. Does it say in...
I am helpful, am I not?
I don't need that scimitar. How were yellow, blue, red, yellow? How on earth would I be able to figure out that? There is nothing in this diary that specifies anything about that. In this order letter? No. In this cultist dispatch? No. So I have absolutely no idea how I would have figured that one out on my own. But the loot you get in here should be relevant. Hosilla peers closely at the sword, which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... no, it can't be. Her eyes light up. I know that hilt. Radiance, the sword of the great Yaniel. That's what this is, but It's meant to be in the Tower of Estrod with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Yeah, well, Faxon. Well, of course this rusted piece of metal must be the very same sword. Camellia rolls her eyes. I think you merely wish that this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times in paintings and in the hands of the Yaniel statue. And I got an achievement there, so maybe this is supposed to be really hard? I've even thought of going to the Estrod Museum to see the real thing in person. How did it get here? Get the Radiance. What's so special about it? Sealer frowns. Now, nothing, I guess? But this sword was legendary in its day. People say that when Yaniel held it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see Radiance's light from far and take heart, rushing into the fray and winning. But I don't know what's wrong with it now or how to restore its power. All I can sense is that they made a mockery of it. You're empathizing with an object? Extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sensitive in a way, yes. We are highly attuned to evil and everything wrought by demons. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin I can tell you they did nothing good to it. Who is Yaniel? No, you've never heard of Yaniel? She's famous all over Golarion. She was a great woman. She was born in Mendev, and when the crusade started she couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first into battle, and she never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looks capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly. But then something happened between her and her commanders. Maybe they envied her, maybe there was more to it than that, I don't know. But anyway, she went into the Worldwound without her fellow soldiers, and she didn't just survive the mission. She even brought back crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden to the very end, and that's where she perished. Sela frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope that she died quickly, a hero's death. Because if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner and had to endure unspeakable horrors. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know a lot about Yaniel. Are you a fan of hers or something? I suppose you could say that. I've always felt an affinity with Yaniel. I know what it's like to not be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of Yaniel. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled out of the Worldwound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who keep her memory alive, she is a hero. That is what counts. How could a priceless relic end up down here? Yaniel disappeared, but by some miracle Radiance was recovered from the battle. No one else has ever wielded it. It is Yaniel's blade, and always will be. That's why it was put in the Tower of Estrod with the other Crusade relics. But now it turns out that somebody stole it. I have this weird feeling like I'm rescuing a fellow warrior from a dungeon. We can't just abandon it, even if it's no use to us. It's no use to anyone down here, but what if it could be repaired? Let's keep going. Okay, so... Oh, there's a chest there as well. Take those things. So I have no idea how we would find the correct solution for that. I'm going to have a look around the dungeon in between episodes now. And also, when we start the next episode, I will most likely be over here rather than here. But for now, we should definitely end here. This episode has gone on for too long now, so I hope that you guys don't mind. If you have any questions or comments, then as always, please do feel free to leave those in the comment section. And thank you all so much for joining me, and I shall be seeing you all in the next episode.